All right, it's the end of May, which means it's officially time to discuss the next Call of Duty title. Yay! After the shit show that was Modern Warfare 3's launch, I'm not quite sure how everyone is feeling knowing there is a new Call of Duty coming, being made by Treyarch, who we haven't seen headline a COD title since that one. But with that said, Black Ops 6 has officially been announced and is the first COD title that has had a full 4-year development cycle, or at least that's what we're being told. I find the stories coming out every year from Activision's PR to just be complete bullshit, seeing that we had Modern Warfare 3 come out after being developed for only a year and a half, and we all know how that campaign turned out. The irony in the marketing material for the new Black Ops game saying the truth lies when that's been the Call of Duty PR slogan for 5 years now is just hilarious. With all of that said, Black Ops 6 is no longer this, or whatever the fuck this was. According to a leak by Windows Central, it's actually set in the early 90s during the Gulf War, focusing on the CIA and the United States' role within the conflict. Now, what's weird about the timeline is there's a huge rumor going around that there is a level within the single-player campaign that takes place during 9/11. People are freaking out because Call of Duty has exclaimed online that this is a dark new chapter for the franchise. So people are speculating that the 9/11 mission is going to be pretty dark and spectacular. I think back to people's expectations for the remake of No Russian last year with Modern Warfare 3, and it was nothing more than a bullshit 2-minute plane sequence that really went nowhere and had no bearing on the story. Look, I want this game to be good. I want a dark, gritty story about the CIA during the early 90s, and if it does have a time jump that takes us to the early 2000s, maybe showing the repercussions of the Gulf War and how that's impacting the world as we know it now, man, you could tell a pretty banging story about espionage, CIA involvement in conflicts, and the dark underbelly of that entire organization. But I don't think they will. Modern Warfare 3's campaign was the worst campaign in Call of Duty history, and I know they only had a year and a half. These guys are having a 4-year development. Regardless, the product in terms of the campaigns have been going downhill every year since 2019. I loved the return of Modern Warfare. I thought that campaign was fucking phenomenal, and everyone since then has just been kind of mid. So with a 4-year development cycle, Treyarch telling a story about the CIA involvement in the Gulf War, 9/11, if they're going that route, I think that could be fucking awesome. But I'm not even holding my breath for it because they haven't given me a reason to. Are we going to get more open world missions like in Modern Warfare 3 that essentially boil down to mediocre Warzone areas? Can we play the campaign in co-op? I mean, fuck me, it's 2024. What are we doing? I'm old enough to remember Conflict Desert Storm, which was obviously set after Operation Desert Storm, which was the Gulf War. That fucking game had co-op. It's Call of Duty, billion-dollar studio. Can we play the game in co-op? I think that would be actually really fucking cool. Or are we getting yet another just linear Call of Duty experience? And like, I'll be honest, I'll take a linear one if it's good, but you guys don't have a great track record. But as somebody who has watched what the world has become over the past 4 years, I have to say, I'm kind of fucking digging the marketing so far. The Truth Lies posters spread around New York that say the truth is the first casualty of war. The Mount Rushmore defacement in the trailers that we've seen. This newspaper that's being spread around. Like, I'm digging the viral marketing here. It's hitting a little close to home, but that's what's making me like it a little bit more. They're definitely hitting a vibe that I want to see in video games, which is not being afraid to cover topics that might be a little bit, we'll just say too close to home. The one concern I do have so far from what we've been seeing, and this could be a whole other video topic, is the idea that this game is also going to be available on last gen. So a Black Ops kind of reserve in-store pre-order shows that the game will be available on the PS5, the Series X, and the PS4, which, like, The PS5 came out like 50 fucking years ago. Why are we still on last gen? Now, I'm not a console guy. I'm PC through and through, but I do feel like we haven't hit the stride of leaving last gen behind to make better games, and I'm not quite sure why that is. The game's official reveal will be happening during the Xbox presentation, or I guess like right after the Xbox presentation. I am going to be streaming the entire showcase on my Twitch channel. If you guys want to come watch it with me live, click the link down below to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/BigfryTV. I'm not gonna lie, as a fan of first-person shooters, every year, like, you have to watch what's going on with Call of Duty. I know I skipped out on Black Ops Cold War. I wasn't a big fan of what I was seeing there. Vanguard, I picked up way after launch just to try it out. Wasn't that great. I'm always somebody who, like, I will shit on Call of Duty if I need to shit on Call of Duty, and I will give credit where credit is due if I am enjoying the title. A lot of people hated Modern Warfare 3. I hated the campaign, but had a blast on the multiplayer that time around. Warzone has been a fucking treat for me, and I'm excited to see what happens next. I'm a little nervous if we are going back to the Gulf War. What's Warzone gonna look like? Are we gonna get the thing where they're trying to bring the weapons into Warzone and it's just gonna be a clusterfuck? I don't know what all that's going to look like. I am excited to see what they're going to do with the 6v6, and I think a lot of people are as well. Everybody has a lot of fond memories of Black Ops 2, and they want the game to go back to that Black Ops 2 style gameplay. I'm just happy we're not getting Black Ops 3 or 4. I thought both of those games were fucking terrible, and it doesn't sound like it is, or at least doesn't look like it is. We will find out more next week after the Xbox showcase. Come watch live with me, twitch.tv/BigfryTV. If you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like on it and let me know your thoughts down below. Are you excited for Call of Duty this year? Do you give a shit, or did Modern Warfare 3 just completely taint the waters for you? Let me know down below. My name is BigFry. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.